In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish bustier with asymmetric hemline and also a collar. So if this is something you like, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and leave your comment at the comment section. So this dress is from Made by Benny on TikTok. To mark out your basic measurement, you need your shoulder to bust, under bust, waist and blouse length. For my blouse length, I added 6 inches after my waistline. This is not a constant. Please go ahead to get your shoulder to blouse length first. Mark your shoulder measurement, divide it by 2 and add half. Then from that point, come down by 1 inch. I'll be using a basic neckline of 3 inches. And I'll go ahead to connect for the shoulder slope. After connecting, the next step is to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. Whatever you get, draw out a straight line there. Place back your tape and mark your shoulder divided by 2 and connect this all the way to the upper part of this pattern. Now after you're done marking, place your tape and divide your armhole into 2. Come in by ½ inch at this point. Place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Connect from this point to the upper part and connect to your bust circumference divided by 4. Now after you're done marking this, the next step you're going to take is to start by marking your dart. Now for your dart, you're going to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches. If you divide it by 2, it will give you 3.5. Then I'll go ahead to connect this all the way up and I'll be connecting to the lower part. Now after connecting to the lower part, I'll mark the depth of my neckline as 2.5 inches. Now if you're not okay with this 2.5 inches, you can use 2 and 2.75. Just make sure that the neckline you mark is high. Now divide your shoulder by 2, then connect from your bust point to that point. After connecting, the next step is to mark your dart intake. Now for the dart intake, I'll be using 1 inch on both sides of this pattern, right? Because my bust is on the smaller side. Let's say you're drafting for someone with a fuller bust. You use 1 inch in front and 2 inches on the other side. So I'll use 1 inch on both sides, then I'll repeat this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. After marking this, you want to place your ruler to connect, drawing out a straight line. You want to connect from your under bust to your bust line at both sides of your pattern. Now after drafting this out, what I'll do is to go ahead to use my marker to outline this pattern. Step is to determine where you want the neckline to be. Place your tape at your shoulder and do that, or you can use 1.5 inches for a smaller bust and then use 2 inches or 2.5 for a fuller bust, like someone that has a bigger bust. Then from here, I'll mark 0.75 for my over bust tightening. For a moderate bust, you can use 1 inch on both sides, while for someone that has like a bigger or fuller bust, you use 1 inch for the center front, and then the side going to the side front, you will use 1.5 inches. I'm using 0.75 because my bust is below 34 inches, it's 33.5. So I'll just draw this out. We'll still draw out the slight sweetheart neckline. So I'm marking 0.25 on both sides of this pattern. That is, I'll be tightening my yoke, but first I'll blend out the sides of my pattern. Why I'm doing this is that I don't want my yoke to like come down all the way towards the armhole of this dress. So I'll just mark 0.25 here and then I'll just connect it. Now when you're connecting it, you're not taking it, you're not taking it all the way up. You just want to blend the lower area so that it will not extend. Like when you're joining your yoke to your bustier, it won't really like extend all the way to the armhole. So what I'll do now is to mark my bust measurement divided by 4. Pick the dart I have at the chest line, replace it, then add any sewing allowance of your choice. So but whatever it is you're adding should not be too much because of the side, the asymmetric design at the side of the dress. Mark your underbust measurement divided by 4. Measure the dart intake, replace, and add your sewing allowance. Here, mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Measure the dart intake, replace, and add your sewing allowance. Now, at the blouse length, you want to mark your hip measurement, divide it by 4. Then you pick your dart intake, replace it by the side. Then after replacing, add your sewing allowance. So I'll just go ahead to place my ruler and I'm going to connect my pattern. Now after connecting, you're going to mark your bust dart. So to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. Let's say my shoulder to waist in front, if it's 18, my shoulder to waist is 17. So if you minus 17 from 18, it will give you 1 inch. So that 1 inch is what you call your bust dart. You mark it and connect to your nipple point. So after marking this now, let's draw out the hemline. I'll come up by ½ inch here or 0.75 here. Then to connect, I'm going to blend out my dart also. So from here, I'm going to maintain what we have here and I'm going to come in after my sewing allowance, right? So that I will have that curve. Then I will go up, blend in my dart. I'm using my free hand to do this, right? So there's no measurement I'm using at this part. So just readjust it till you get the desired hemline that you want. Then go ahead to connect. Now this is what I have here. Now you see this design at the front part of this dress. It is actually after making your bustier, attaching the yoke, you're going to place like your crepe fabric at the center and you're going to top stitch it at the center to make that button allowance look. So I'm just going to give it a little curve to create a sweetheart neckline. So this is the yoke, center front and side front of my pattern. So we are almost done drafting. I'll first of all cut this out, then draft the back pattern. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. And I'll just go ahead to cut this out. So when you're cutting your yoke, you just cut it as one piece, but you will just blend out the dart that you have at that upper part. When cutting, please blend out your bust dart also. So this is what I have after cutting. Mark my back pattern. I marked my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. Marked my shoulder divided by 2 plus half. Then found my chest line. For the neckline, I'm using 3 by 1 inch for the back neckline. So I'll just extend this all the way out. Now you want to measure the neckline of your front and the neckline of your back. So what I have here is about 5 inches. And what I have here, you close up this part because there's no zipper. You'll be adding a loop to the upper part. Then you also want to measure what you have there. I have 3.5. Please go ahead to measure yours because you'll be using it to cut out your collar. Now whatever you have, that is, you'll be using it to cut out the collar stand of your dress. Now start by marking your dart. You mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Then I'm going to take my ruler, place and connect, drawing out a straight line all the way from the bust to the lower part of my pattern. Now let's take our dart intake. You mark ½ inch on both sides of this dart intake, come down by 1 inch. Now from this ½ inch, you connect all the way up and also connect at the other side. You extend this to the lower part and also extend the other side. You will now want to insert your body measurement. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4, then pick this dart intake, replace it and add your sewing allowance. Now mark your hip measurement divided by 4 and add your sewing allowance. Place your ruler to connect. So just like I said, use any sewing allowance of your dress, but whatever you use should not be too much because of the hemline of the dress at the side. It has like an asymmetric shape. If not, your allowance will be popping out by the side. So for the back, I'll just draw out this design we have here, which is similar to that of the back, and I will connect it. So I don't really like my back pattern to be too down, so I'll just go up a bit, about 1.5 inches from the hemline here, just like what we have at the back of the dress. I'll draw out the chest line. So from here you can come down to 1.5 to 1 inch and connect it to form the yoke at the back of this pattern. Come down by half inch here and half inch here also. We are trying to tighten the lower part to avoid the zipper popping up, and the yoke also to tighten it. Now just shed it out because that is your yoke, and mark out your loop area. Now what we are going to do next is you can readjust this to 1 inch if you're not okay with the 1.5 inches. So after marking this, now I'll just go ahead to cut this out. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. And after cutting this, we are going to take out the zipper bulge, come in by half inch at the zipper, then take this all the way up and extend it to the lower side of the pattern. Now you can replace this half inch by the waistline when you're cutting out your pattern. So after cutting this back pattern, we'll cut out the collar. Now for the collar, you need the total neckline of the front and the back. Say the total neckline is 9 inch of the front and back, you add extra half inch. Then mark the midpoint of what you have. At the end, you come up by half. Remember, you're cutting this on fold, right? So what you now do is to go ahead to connect from the midpoint to that half inch you have at that end. After marking that, what you're going to do is to go ahead to come up by 1 inch for the collar stand. Now the collar stand is very little, so 1 inch is okay. Then you place your ruler and you're going to connect this, then connect to the other side. Now after connecting, now for the collar itself, for the back, the part going towards the back, you can use 2 inches or 2.5. So from here I marked about 6 inches. So please, this measurement is not a standard. If you cut out your collar and it doesn't suit what you want, readjust. I'll come out by half inch for the front part, then I will connect this. Now after connecting to this point, what I'll do is to go ahead to connect this all the way towards this point at the front, then I'll cut out. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Then I'll also trim out the excess I have at the collar stand, then cut it out. Here's your collar and collar stand. Now I'm not okay with what I have. I'll blend this out, so you can easily readjust if you're not okay with what I have for the collar.